Haley stands before us and just stares in my direction. She gives me the most suspicious look. "Matt," she says, darting her eyes to glance at Nathan by my side. "Tell Nathan I'll see him later." As she also turns away with a flick of her long hair, I feel my heart thudding in my chest. I look around at the others, and they all breathe a heavy sigh of relief. "Coffee?" Lara suggests. "Please." Nathan gasps, having been holding his tongue the entire time.
The town is quiet, and the late evening sun is rather pleasant. Not that I can relax. Usually at this time of day, I'd be happy walking home with Nathan and we'd be planning to go down the skate park. But that's not what's happening right now. After everything with Barry and his crew, my nerves are entirely shot to pieces. My heart is still beating fast and I can't stop myself from being worried. We shouldn't be going to this cafe. We should all be going straight home. Walking just in front of me is Lara, Jade, Jack, and Nathan. We're on our way to Lara's suggested cafe, and to an onlooker, it's me and 4 girls. It defo feels that way. I can't get a word in edgewise, and they are currently talking about shoes. I never knew Nathan liked them so much. "What do you think, Lara?" Jade witters on, looking at Jack. "Some heels would really elongate his legs." As much as I feel left out, it's obvious to me how Nathan and Jack are enjoying the attention. They both have such wide grins on their faces. Although I'm worried, I can't help but be thankful Nathan is smiling again.
"What shoe size are you, Jacky?"
Nathan asks him, joining in with the girl talk. "Size 6. "Wow," Jade says, bumping shoulders with Jack. "You've got smaller feet than Lara." Lara gives my sister a sideways glare. In fact, she looked pretty annoyed. "She's super sensitive about it," Jade teases, pretend whispering to the group. "I told you that in confidence," Lara complains, folding her arms tight. "Why do you always do that?" "Because she's Jade," I think to myself.
"Come on, Grumpy.
Nathan giggles, poking Lara's side.
What size are you?"
Lara pouts and looks away. She almost speeds up too, like she's super annoyed that it's being spoken about. I then look at Jack, and I guess it makes sense he's got small feet. He's such a tiny little guy. He seems a little shy, and I'm concerned he's gonna get targeted if he continues to hang around with us. I stare at him a little longer and watch as he smiles and gracefully tucks his blonde hair behind one ear. He seems very naturally feminine. He's kinda cute. As that thought crosses my mind, I shake my head from side to side.
"Matt,
Nathan says, dropping back from the group to walk beside me.
you, okay?"
"Yeah," I reply, grinning down at him as he looks up at me with those big blue eyes.
"You've gone very quiet."
Nathan says, giving me a suspicious look.
"I know you. You're worrying about something, aren't you?"
"I'm cool," I say, dismissing it with a shake of my head. "I'm just not into heels as much as you lot. I don't really have much to say." Lara looks back at me, and she's got a smile on her face. "Are we all being too girly for you, Matt?" I laugh it off. "Nah, it's cool." "Don't complain," Jade pipes up.
"Being with us 4 beauties can only be good for your street cred."
Yeah, sure," I answered, rubbing the back of my head. "If you say so." Clearly feeling that I'm okay, Nathan skips forward to walk shoulder to shoulder beside Lara. From behind, I can see the smile on his face as he looks at her. My jealousy is so very real right now. I still don't even know why he had to ditch me for her the other night. I hope it's not what I think it is. Stuffing my hands into my pockets, I lower my head and just keep following. Is my best friend leaving me behind? Is the person I love in love with someone else? How have I ended up in this mess? "Over there," Lara says, pointing at a small cafe on the corner. It's a small place, a couple of seats out front and a sofa in the window. In all fairness to Lara, I had no idea this place even existed. I suppose, if we are gonna lay low and not draw attention to the fact that we've got 2 femboys in our group, this is a good place.
"Are we trading back our uniforms now?"
Jack asks, looking a little despondent as we approach the front door to the cafe. As I begin to nod my head, Lara shakes hers. No, she says playfully. I'm enjoying the company. Maybe we could hang out for a little while before we all go home? I'm down for that. Jade says in agreement. I don't mind wearing trousers a little longer. These are actually quite comfortable. Then they all glare in my direction, like I'm the party pooper just waiting for the chance to ruin their fun. Why are you all looking at me like that? I ask. Ugh, because you've been grumpy ever since the drama department. Jade huffs, poking me roughly in the side as only a sister can. I feel my face go red, and I look away. Sorry, I mutter. Stop worrying so much, Matt, Lara says with a smile. We're safe. Barry isn't gonna come looking for us here. You know, that doesn't make me feel any better. Everything at the moment just feels so messy, like I'm losing control. I've been thinking recently that it probably would have been better if I had never found Nathan in his sister's dress that night. Then I would never have told him I love him, and none of this would have ever happened. We all pile into the cafe, and it's pretty busy considering how small and tucked away it is. We find a small seating booth and stuff ourselves between the table. I sit by the window with Nathan beside me and Jack opposite of me. Lara and Jade both sit facing each other, and it's apparent that it makes them both uncomfortable. Don't kick me under the table, Jade. Lara gripes, struggling to get comfortable. I didn't, Jade answers back innocently, holding up her hands. Well, I didn't mean to, anyway. Jacky's trousers are just a little tight around my ass. I was trying to stretch them out. You always did have a fat ass. Lara replies with a sideways smirk. Have you been looking? Jade counters, sarcastically, leaning towards Lara with a cheeky expression. Not expecting Lara to blush, she does just that. No, I haven't. Lara bashfully replies. It's just so big. You can't help but notice it. Oi! Jade gasps, clearly taking offense. The tension between them makes it awkward for all of us. I can't help but look down at the menu on the table, hoping they just get over whatever is happening between them. I love a bum like yours, Jade. Jacky says, breaking the tension. Nathan nods vigorously.
Me too.
He beams. Seriously? Jade asks in surprise, having gone a little red herself. See? Lara giggles to herself. I'm not the only one that notices it. Jacky's gonna get those trousers back completely stretched out. It's gonna look like he's got a saggy bum. I know Lara is joking, but my sister doesn't look pleased. She's pulling that face again. That same face I know to avoid at all costs or risk a Mount Vesuvius-style eruption. At least I'm not a virgin. Jade snaps in Lara's direction. You know, I thought this was awkward a minute ago. Now it's red alert. All the emotion is drained from Lara's face and she's just glaring at my sister. I can't be sure, but I think Jade may have gone a little too far.
Should we get some drinks?
Nathan says nervously, touching Lara's shoulder to draw her attention away from Jade's smirking face. He's braver than I am, that's for sure. Lara right now looks like a coiled snake ready to strike. Fine. I'll get the drinks, Lara announces with a long breath. What does everyone want? After a lot more tension and a little deliberation, Lara goes off to the counter to order. It's at that point an uneasy quietness falls over us all. Aw, crap, Jack says, breaking the silence. My phone is out of battery. I need to message my mom and let her know I'm out with friends. That's when I look at Nathan, and both of us remember what Kaylee said to us this morning. He's supposed to be heading home straight after school, and the both of us have totally forgotten. Clearly, both thinking the same thing, we look at each other with dread in our eyes.
Think she's gonna be mad?
Nathan asks nervously. I don't know, dude, I reply, giving him an anxious look back. Were you in trouble for something?
I don't think so. Maybe my sister was lying.
What's with that sister of yours? Jade asks, leaning to us both.
She seems like she's falling into the wrong crowd with Barry and that. I can't believe that's the same sweet little girl as I remember. She's been awfully suspicious with me recently.
Nathan admits.
I think she might be getting wise to the fact I keep borrowing her clothes.
You told me you managed to put all her stuff back without getting caught, Nath. I say, having assumed we got away with it. Don't tell me that's not true. Tilting his head to one side, Nathan allows hair to fall in front of his eyes, and he gives me the silliest of smiles. Honestly, he could get away with murder right now because I find him adorable.
Maybe you should just come out to your sister, Sonya.
Jade suggests, smiling at me to highlight that she's happy I've come out to her as gay.
Show Kaylee? Sonya?
Nathan asks with unease, wafting the hair from his eyes with ease.
Yeah.
Jade grins.
I think Sonya's brilliant. I know Matt goes head over heels for it, too.
Instantly, I go redder than a tomato. There goes my sister again, putting her foot in her mouth. I told her that my love for Nathan is a touchy subject, but she can't help but want to stir the pot. Nathan doesn't react to my embarrassment. He just looks down at the table and fidgets as he adjusts how he's sitting in Lara's school skirt.
I don't know.
He mumbles.
If my mom and dad found out about Sonya, they'd freak. They're both very conservative. You should hear how they react to gender politics when it's on the news.
He's not lying. I remember this one time. We were both playing a role-play game. Nathan had chosen a female character, and when his dad saw, he wouldn't stop hassling him about it. Jokes along the lines of it being fitting because Nathan sometimes acts more feminine than his sister.
I'm worried about my mom finding out, too.
Jack speaks up.
She almost caught me the other night. I had a face full of makeup and everything. You did?
Nath asks curiously.
What did she say? Did she notice the makeup?
Jack nods and awkwardly smiles.
Yep, she did. She questioned it, and I told her my girlfriend did it.
Oh? Jade hums as her ears peak at the potential for gossip.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Nope, Jack replies, looking bashfully away as his face turns red.
I didn't know what else to say. I don't want her to know I want to be a girl. She'd get upset. So you defo want to be a girl, Jacky?
Nathan asks with a hint of desperation in his voice.
Yeah.
Jack replies, giving Nathan an inquisitive look.
Don't you as well? I hate being a boy.
Nathan leans back in his chair, and we all just look at him. I know Nathan likes to cross-dress, but I never considered if he wanted to transition or not. Nathan looks down at his lap and fiddles with his pleated skirt.
I don't hate being a boy. I just like girls' clothes. But you make such a cute girl,
Jack says passionately, almost like Nathan's offended him. I can't believe Jack has just outrightly said he wants to be a girl. Now I really don't know what to say. Thankfully, Lara reappears with a tray of drinks. She sets it down on the table and starts handing them out.
Latte for me, Nathan, and Jade.
Lara says in a motherly tone.
Black coffee for Matt and a mocha for Jacky.
As we all take a sip of our drinks, Lara plonks herself down and gives us all the widest smile.
So,
She chirps in excitement.
what have I missed?
I look at Nathan, and he's silent. I can't stop wondering if he's like Jack and deep down wants to be a girl. Why does that bother me? I do find Sonya very attractive, and Nathan's still my best friend, even if he does transition. So, why am I worried? Whatever the case may be, Nathan continues to say nothing, as Lara looks at us all with concern. I guess she's missed Jack being bold enough with us all and admitting he's trans.
I think you should tell Kaylee.
Jade says, breaking the silence as she blows on her coffee.
If she's cool with it, she might be okay with you wearing her clothes. She might even help you with outfits and makeup and stuff. She wouldn't keep it a secret.
Nathan sighs.
She's always telling on me. It's like she can't help but be the center of attention.
Nathan looks in my direction.
Do you remember that time, Matt, when she claimed we cut all the hair off of her dolls?
I nod. I do remember that. Kaylee got us both grounded for a week, even though we didn't do it. There was even a moment when I thought Nathan's parents were using it to stop us from being friends. Such an odd situation.
Did you do it?
Lara asks.
Cut off the doll's hair?
Nathan replies.
No, we did not.
She seems like a bit of a handful.
Lara remarks, sipping her coffee.
Maybe. A bit like someone else at this table. A real shit stirrer.
We all know who she's talking about, and Jade pulls a face like thunder. Jade puts her coffee down with extra mustard sauce and a bit of it spills onto the table.
Why do we keep doing this?
Jade complains, staring Lara down.
Every time I think we turn a corner, we are back at each other's throats. I can't change the past, Lara.
Nathan and Jack might look like girls, but they react just like I do. They are just as silent as I am as the two older girls start to fight.
I told you in confidence, Jade.
Lara hisses and folds her arms.
I thought our friendship meant more to you than that.
My sister looks like she's been shot. Her mouth falls open and she looks desperately offended. I look at Nathan and he shuffles closer to me, like he thinks Jade and Lara are about to start throwing fists.
You put me in such a difficult situation, Lara.
Jade snubs.
I had to talk to someone about it. I didn't want it to get out. I certainly didn't mean for it to go around the school like it did.
No, you didn't think.
Lara scoffs. The tension between the two of them is like a thundercloud. So much for them making up.
Maybe I should go.
Jade sighs in defeat.
Clearly, me and her aren't going to get on.
I look at my sister and I can see she's gotten tears in her eyes. What happened between them? I dare not ask. I'd probably get my head bitten off.
Here she goes.
Lara whines.
Playing the victim. Go on then, go. Run away like you always do. I know you're too busy nosing into other people's lives.
Lara!
Nathan gasps, speaking up in shock at her rash behavior.
Stay out of this, Sonya.
Lara grunts, glaring angrily in Jade's direction. Jade quickly stands, and she fumbles around, gathering her stuff. I can tell Lara is really upsetting her. There's a moment where I feel like I should stand up for my sister. She looks that distraught.
It's okay.
Jade says, holding back the tears.
I'll just go. I've got stuff to do anyways.
Before any of us can say anything, Jade's throwing her bag around her shoulder and storming out of the cafe. I look at both Jack and Nathan, and they both look as bemused as I do. That all went down so quickly. What was that all about? I say, nervously, not really thinking about how Lara will react.
It's nothing.
Lara snaps, instantly shooting me down. You really don't like my sister, huh? I say, sarcastically, with a roll of my eyes, trying to make light of the situation.
Shut up, Matt!
Lara shouts, causing the rest of the cafe to go quiet. I see both Nathan and Jack sink into their seats. I don't blame them. I feel like I'm suddenly in a reality TV program and everyone is gawking at us for entertainment. Okay, I mumble, mockingly, not realizing I might be digging my own grave.
Oh, fuck off.
Lara huffs, standing up from the table.
You have no idea the pain your sister has caused me, Matt. So don't give me that attitude.
Lara?
Nathan gasps.
I need some space.
Lara snorts, reenacting exactly what Jay did moments ago.
I thought I was ready, but that girl's face just makes me so angry.
Do you want to talk about it?
Nathan asks desperately, trying to calm Lara down.
No.
Lara replies, frankly,
I need time to cool off.
And just like that, Lara also storms out of the cafe, leaving me with a mystified Jack and a worried-looking Nathan. This is not how I thought this would go. You know, I told them this was a bad idea. Ha, girls, eh? I say with a nervous laugh, trying to lighten the mood as Jack and Nathan sink further into their seats. A long and very awkward moment passes as we wait for everyone in the cafe to stop looking. We all take very quiet sips of our coffees, trying to seem normal. That's when Jack then accidentally kicks me under the table as he's adjusting himself by pulling down the skirt, causing me to yelp and jump. Jack squeaks, very, very worried.
We didn't swap uniforms. I can't go home looking like this. I can't go home wearing a skirt. Neither can I.
Nathan squeals, folding up in fear beside me. I reach for my phone and try to call my sister. No good. Goes straight to voicemail. I show Nathan that she's ghosting my calls and he starts to shiver. Try Lara, I say to him. As Nathan brings his phone to his face, I can see he's shaking. I haven't seen him this nervous since Lara said he could borrow her bikini.
She's turned her phone off.
Nathan whimpers, looking very desperate.
What are we gonna do?
Jack and Nathan are really starting to worry. Jack even looks like he's about to cry. It's time for me to save the day. You could both head to my place, I suggest with a shrug of my shoulders. Worked for us the other night, didn't it, Nath?
Yeah, it did.
Nathan beams enthusiastically, like I'm his knight in shining armor.
That would totally work. We can just borrow your clothes, Matt.
We need to do it quickly.
Jack squeaks anxiously.
I usually come straight home after school. I bet my mom will panic when she comes home from work.
Right, you two, I say confidently. Let's go. We all shuffle out from the table and stand. I have to stop myself from laughing as Nathan and Jack awkwardly pull down at their short pleated skirts. They do look very cute, but I can't stop myself from finding it a little funny. Both seem so much more aware of how they are dressed and look so uneasy now that the safety of the girls is gone. Even Jacky's natural femininity seems to have disappeared as he tries to hide his bare legs. Look at you both in those girly skirts, I say with a cheeky smile. You're both so cute.
Thanks.
Jack replies bashfully and quietly, folding his arms tight. Nathan looks at me wholly unimpressed.
I know you're being sarcastic, Matthew. This is not the time.
Aw, don't worry. You're still the cutest. I laugh, putting my arm around him. I'm happy I get to rescue you once again. Just remember the next time Lara comes calling, eh?
What's that supposed to mean?
Nathan gripes, folding his arms as he tries to shrug me off. Nothing, I chuckle.
Guys,
Jack interrupts in worry.
shall we get going? I don't want to get found out, and everyone in here seems to be looking at us.